And welcome to the Rondo Show, the final of our inaugural series of the Rondo Show. The topic of the day is the Champions League. Oof. It's your host today, AA, as always, and Judge. I'm joined today by...
Marcus, you know what it is, CFC Blues.
Come on. And our two first finalists are... Trey, tell them about yourself, my bro.
Wait, today I'm just a humble underdog, man. I'm just here trying, first time in CL. I'm just trying to have a good time, enjoy the fans, enjoy the stadium. Like,
Okay. Who did you clean up in the semi to get here?
A humble thing, man. Quick Alfonso smoking, easy pack.
That's
Do
it.
that quickly.
Come on. And our second finalist, Khadar. Tell them about yourself, my bro.
I'll beat Raphael to get here.
Yeah.
Come
It
on.
was a good match. Pause. Yeah, crazy.
Hey!
My bad. Massive pause. Yeah.
Welcome to the Rondo.
That is
Hey, that was a baggy touch.
That is
Baggy
a
touch.
capital
Baggy touch.
Y.
That was a baggy touch.
Anyway.
That was a massive Y. But yeah, I'm an Arsenal fan. Hopefully, I can win something to represent my club today.
Just to represent your club, but you know.
Yeah, bro. They don't pay me.
All right. Without further ado, let's start off, man. Let's get straight into it. Engage the Rondo. Engage the Rondo is the first round of the Rondo Show. Contestants present a take on the show's topic and are grilled to test its strength. They are then rated by the judges. Let's go through how it will work. Contestants are to come forward to present a bold football take for a maximum of 60 seconds. The Rondo will then begin. It will commence with what we call first pass free. So the judges will instruct their rival contestant to ask a challenging question on their take. After this is answered, the judges will get involved and lead full-on grilling. The Rondo is in full motion. They will then receive a score out of 10 from each judge for the first round, utilising our ACE framework: audacity, credibility, and explanation. The contestant score from each judge will then be averaged out of 10 and the winner will be announced for the first round. Who wants to go first? I'll let our finalists, who's
You know what it is, yeah? Because my team's ahead of him. I should go ahead of him.
Hold on.
All right, making sense to me.
Hold on.
Making sense.
Khadar starts.
Khadar start.
Okay.
All right, Khadar, tell us your Rondo.
Yeah.
My Rondo is that.
Hold on, wait, quick time out. This guy's got like 5 pages of
Nah,
notes.
bro, it's just one page. It's just this
There's no
section.
way I'm gonna win this.
Just this
Like,
section.
this is insane.
Bro,
He came prepared.
He came prepared.
He came prepared.
Alright, true underdog
Next
stories,
time you
come
do
on.
your
I
notes
can't
as
just do it
well.
on the fly.
Yeah,
I was gonna say
fair.
Harry Kane will not be a factor in Real Madrid versus Bayern tie, and will have little impact on the result of said tie.
Okay. Fair enough.
Okay.
And your time starts.
No.
Harry Kane's not a big game player. That's why he's not gonna have an impact on the result of this tie. In this year's Champions League, he has 4 of his goals came in the group stage out of 7. He's second in the goal scoring list, but 4 of those came in the group stage, and 3 of those have been penalties. So as the focal point for a team in the semi-final, he's done well, but I don't really see him as that kind of guy to win a game for teams. No goals or assists in the 2018 World Cup semi-final, 2019 UCL final, 2021 League Cup semi or final that he got to, and in the Euro 2020 final, true say England scored early and we went into the low block, but he didn't do anything in there. He's not a big game player. He has 39 goals and 9 assists in 81 games against the Big Six in the Premier in all competitions. 0.48, which is lower. Goals per game ratio, which is lower.
Like, what are you doing, bro? Like,
Let him cook.
Let him cook.
Henry. He's not a big game player. He really isn't that guy, and I don't see him performing like that against Real
Time
Madrid.
is up.
Fair enough. First pass free. Trey.
Can I just say, this guy has to be banned from the show. There's no way he has to come back, surely. This doesn't make no
They
sense.
said come prepared, bro. I just came prepared, bro.
I hear you.
I was loving the stats. I can't lie. Yeah.
I'm
This
saying-
is the standard.
Facts.
Fairs. I'm saying, in terms of him not being a big game player, would you not count the North London derby as a big game?
Yeah, it's a big game, but it's a big game. It's one big game or 2 big games across a season. And how many big games are you playing? You have the other 10 fixtures against the Big Six in the Premier League.
Which I hear, but this is also another 2 big games. Why can't he turn it on for...
To be fair, he does turn on against Arsenal, but that's
Why can't he turn it on against Madrid? Has he played Madrid before?
I
Yes.
don't. Has
He scored against them, funny enough. It's a group stage game.
Group stage game.
Okay, so now we're talking about group stage games. I'm talking about knockout
You mentioned
games.
group stage
I did,
stats, though.
I did, but that's group
So you
stage.
gotta talk about group stage.
Of course, yeah, but that's to get your bro. I don't
You-
believe
you
that
said
that's
he scored in the
really,
group stage.
really, yeah. He scored four of his 7 goals have been in the group stage.
Yeah.
He's
You
had
mentioned those stats.
He's had 4 games since then, and he scored 2 penalties, I believe.
I'm taking the
He's
four
not a
goals,
big
bro.
game player.
my
World
que-
Cup 2022, he skied a penalty, pressure. He does do well with pressure. He didn't
It's a
deliver
different club
Spurs.
as well,
or-
though.
My,
yeah,
que-
but he
my
didn't
question,
deliver Spurs.
my question for you is,
trophy.
you've quoted a lot of stats. Yeah, you said he scored 4 of his goals were in the group stage. There's 6 group stage games. There've only been how many? There's been 4. So
Yeah.
of course he's gonna have more goals in the group stage. Like you just can't.
4 to 3 is not
Yeah,
that bad.
you can't
actually,
put-
when
you
you
can't
split
put
it up like
about
that.
stats,
is
so it
true.
doesn't mean
That
anything,
is
you
true.
understand?
But 3 of those goals are penalties. He's only scored 4 goals from open play, and 3 of those were in the group stage.
You've got to score pens, though, man.
You've got to score pens, but that's
Saka didn't.
charity goals, bro.
Pens are
What do you mean,
charity
Saka? What
goals.
you say?
Saka missed his
didn't?
pen, bro.
Saka didn't, yeah?
Yeah, no, he didn't.
Okay. What about the other 2 guys?
Do
who
you
were there
think
in
he's impactful
2021?
outside of goals and assists, though?
Yeah. He is impactful outside of goals.
There you go.
But I'm talking about him having a major impact on the tie. I don't think
If he gets assists, that's all right.
no, but he doesn't get goals and assists in big games.
What counts as a major impact, though?
Major impact.
Major
So,
He's
impact.
someone that.
so he was quite
Major impact.
good. I don't think it was a major impact, to be fair, but he was quite good in the first leg
Yeah.
versus
wa-
Arsenal.
I can
Good striker
admit
player.
that he was.
So you don't think he can maybe have that type of game?
I'll be honest, even as an Arsenal fan, I can admit Arsenal, not Real Madrid.
Okay.
Going to the Bernabeu is different gravy. He ain't going to be able to do it there. Because whenever there's real big pressure on his shoulders, he crumbles as a Tottenham player would.
You don't think it's?
But,
you
but
don't
I think the fact of that is that
was
Madrid
nasty.
centre backs are injured at the moment as well. So it'll be like maybe Rudiger and like Tuchemani playing centre back.
Rudiger's
Rudiger
gonna-
will still deal with him, man.
Facts.
Rudiger will still deal with
but
him.
he's smart enough to just sit on Tuchemani and say, "Come on, bro, if you're centre mid, let's see how good you are centre back."
Nah, man, I don't think Harry Kane's going to have a big
You don't think
impact,
it's a
bro.
big difference maker?
So you think
big
he's gonna get
games,
locked up by
not as much.
Tuchemani?
Not as
Bearing in
much as
mind,
he is in
this,
general.
this is probably going to come out after the game. So
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
fine, it's
he
fine.
he
it's
might
fine.
get cooked for
That's
this.
fine, that's fine.
I'll take it,
I
I'll
have
take
to
it.
stick to my
I'll
guns.
take my
I have
small
to
wins,
stick to
though.
my
Fair
guns.
enough.
And also, if I can get my Tottenham hate off,
Audacity, it was fairly audacious, but I don't think it wasn't a take that crazy brought me in. You know, it didn't crazy lock me in. In terms of credibility, fairly credible. Really good. Well, actually, quite credible. He really did a lot of evidence in terms of the fact that Kane has crumbled a lot in the big moments. Doesn't have the greatest record in terms of performance. An explanation was pretty good until the questions where I felt just faltered a little bit. Just wasn't really assertive when we were really questioning you on what Kane can do outside of goals and assists, and then kind of bringing up some of and then like that split as well in terms of his goals in the group stages and the knockout games. That was a big part of your argument, which was kind of like actually when Marcus broke it down, it was like, that's actually quite a fair split. So I'm going to give it a 6 because I still feel like it was pretty decent.
I'm in agreement with everything my co-host A here said. I feel like the way you structured your argument in the 60 seconds, the facts that you brought, like, it was very well structured. You started off with a statement and you came round to it in the end and proved that he's not a big game player, which I really liked. I will say, which I've seen you in the last round, you do falter when it comes to question and you like to concede a lot. I feel like you need to be a bit more stronger and much more assertive in your takes and opinions. Yes, people might
Doesn't know
question
the man
you.
them's delusion.
Yeah, delusion does need to kick in because when I feel like you really believe what you're saying, I'm going to support you a bit more. But given that, I'm not going to give you a 6. I'm still going to give you a 7.
Let me tally it up.
thank you.
You love this guy, bro. Oh my days, fam.
That's why he gave me a 4 in the last round. That's what.
Trey, what are you telling me?
I'm gonna say Inter Milan versus Barcelona is the most boring final we've seen in the last, let's say, 20 years.
That's right. Wait, go on. Sorry. Defend your argument.
Yeah? Cool. So this is. Let me talk.
All right, say that.
Let me talk. This is
All right, cool. All right, 3.
picture. Picture. This is 2010. Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
This is 2010. I'm a young 13-year-old boy at this point. Wait, what?
Continue, my bad.
Continue, go on.
I'm a young lad. I'm trying to get into the game. I enjoy ball. I love Messi. I love Barcelona. I love the game. So I'm trying to see real hoops. And I feel like the tactical masterclass that Jose put on just killed out the game. All the stuff that you want to see in football. Jose doesn't allow one of the best Barca teams in the world to do that.
Yeah.
And I think,
Shuts them out completely.
and I feel like for me that kills the fun of watching the best teams in Europe play, possibly the world. Like these are meant to be, the two biggest giants in Europe coming up against each other head to head. You're seeing all these superstars playing, and they're not able to do what they can do because the middle of the pitch is like a minefield, bro. There's nothing you can do there. He's made it horrible for them to ball.
Time's up.
Okay.
First pass through.
First pass through.
Chat to me, bro.
First pass through. I'm hoping
So
it's the right
the
question.
game that you are referring to was the Champions League semi-final. So I do believe that the Champions League final was Inter versus Bayern Munich.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
So, brother,
Sorry.
give him a 0, man. Give him a 0. Let's go, man. Next one.
No, that's why I was dying.
Are you ready for scoring?
You know when you started,
rush it.
when you started,
Rush it,
I was
rush it.
actually trying not to die. I was
Oh, that's
trying
too
not to
far.
die.
That was class.
Yeah, rush it, my fault. I'm telling you, man. Underdog story. I'm coming back.
He explained it well, though, if it was the final.
Fair enough.
Could I even? I don't know, man. All right.
Oh,
I'm giving you a 0 because
I'll take that.
you're just wrong. Like, simply,
My fault.
you're just wrong.
I'm gonna give you a 2 in it. I'm gonna give you a 2. It should be a 1.
Why are you
but I
giving him a
felt-
2?
I don't know, man. I want things
The
to
explanation.
The explanation I thought
the
was there.
explanation was good.
Yeah, the explanation was actually good, and also I want things to stay interesting.
Fair enough.
Don't do that.
No, you're killing me. That was a howler.
That was a howler.
I'm telling you, man. Underdog story, bro.
The second round is called Withstand the Rondo. In this round, things get a little bit more interesting. Contestants have to think on their feet and defend the take given to them by the judges. Let's step through how this will work. So the judges will reveal a take they have formed themselves or from the wider Rondo family and fan base. Contestants will have to defend the take for 60 seconds. And then of course, the Rondo will begin. Again, it will commence with first pass free as the judges instruct their rival contestant to ask a challenging question. Then the judges come in and the Rondo goes into full flow as they grill them further on their defense. They will then receive a score out of 10 from each judge for the second round utilizing the ACE framework: audacity, credibility, and explanation. The contestant score from each judge will then be averaged out of 10 and the winner will be announced for the second round. Withstand the Rondo, where we give them a take and they got to defend it. My guy Marcus.
So the take for you today, Theo, is winning the Champions League is a better achievement than winning the World Cup.
Ooh. Matt.
And your time starts.
Wait. Let me get a couple seconds, man.
You can do the whistle.
So what, Champions League is bigger than
a better achievement. I didn't say bigger, it's a better achievement.
better achievement. All right, cool. I can do that.
Cool. All right.
I can do that.
3, 2, 1.
I can do that. So I think the Champions League is a bigger achievement, you say?
Better
Achievement than the World Cup. Simply because the fact that teams are allowed to like create the team that they're playing with. World Cup is a little bit of like a lottery. Like you could be born into a sick era and now you've got Rivaldo, Ronaldinho, R9, or you could be born now and you're playing with Richarlison, bro. Like there's two very different generations. I think you'll never be able to get a club that's won the Champions League, that hasn't spent money, looked at the best players, or at least like very world-class or elite players within that team, maybe bar like that Liverpool season, but that's another story. But I think it in terms of a club being allowed to like create a team, spend money, build a team, build the right profiles, get the right managers that fit the system that they want to play and that sort of thing, I think it makes the matches more tactical and on a higher level than
Your time is up.
Nice. Cool.
So first pass through. Any questions?
This guy shut off while he was speaking.
Yeah.
I'm deep. He daydreamed, but
No.
go on.
I heard everything he said.
Okay.
So the Champions League is every year. So it's a yearly tournament. Whereas the World Cup is every 4 years.
Yep.
I would say that the lack of like the time period, the lack of like commonality of the tournament being played, I would say that makes the World Cup more prestigious. What would you say about
You didn't
that?
say prestigious, though, did you?
Oh no, a better achievement. Because a great player, let's say where he's born, he may only ever play in 2 World Cups, whereas he plays in the Champions League every year.
Yeah.
So I think the winning the World Cup is a better achievement because you may play in 1 World Cup in your career if you're unlucky.
Nah, I feel like you've kind of argued my point.
How so?
Because if that's a great player, he's going to be playing 5 Champions Leagues in a row. At his prime, he might only get 1 World Cup. So now, if you're Arsenal, you're playing peak Messi 5 years straight.
Oh, okay, the reverse of that.
No,
yeah,
but
yeah.
You might never even see him in the World Cup because you're from like Odegaard's never going to see Messi in the World Cup.
Yeah, Fez. No, but I'm saying
So
that
he'll never have to see that. But
I'm
he'll see
saying that-
Messi back to back, back to back to back to back.
Let's say you're
And get smoked
Let's
every
say
year.
you're a great player. Let's say you're a great player, yeah, and you play in the Champions League for like, let's say you have a 10-year career,
Mm-hmm.
but you're injured for one of the World Cup in that 10 years, and then you go on and win the next World Cup that you played in.
Yeah.
So you've only played in 1 World Cup in your entire career, but you play in the Champions League every year. You got 2 Champions Leagues. There's the ratios. It's not the same.
You're saying that less opportunity
Yeah,
to
there's less
actually do
opportunity
it.
to actually win the World Cup.
The flip side of it. Because I
Yeah.
get your argument about, okay, yeah, you're going to have to face tougher opposition
Yeah.
every year. But then the flip side of it as you've got less opportunity to win the Champions League,
Exactly.
to win the World Cup, yourself.
So
I've got a question for you. Which level of football do you think is higher, international or club?
club, I think.
Okay.
Who won Champions League last year?
Let's see.
Man
Yeah.
City.
Man City. I think Man City smoked Argentina comfortably.
Facts.
Comfortably.
Yeah, facts. to
Yeah,
be
fair enough.
Fair. But don't you think, I agree with what you're saying, but when we look at the way that football is now, and this is the main question I wanted to ask you, so you look at the football as very system-based. You see like a player like, I don't want to keep on getting onto him, but a player like Grealish was very effective for City. And I feel like his job is a lot easier than say what Messi was doing for Man City. I know Messi's obviously the best player for Man City, but even a player like McAllister, you see when you're playing at the international level, what you have to do as an individual, you have to turn up because you ain't got the system to hide behind. So when you're looking at the actual players, you as a player, what you did for a World Cup, is that not greater than what you would do for a Champions League when you've got these detailed, structured systems?
I disagree to an extent only because you can still find those kind of structures within international teams. I think I look at Deschamps' French team with Kante and Pogba and think of like the roles that they're sort of playing there, and then look at I don't know what's another Champions League team. Well, even look at Kante's role for France and then Kante's role for Chelsea in their Champions League run.
Yeah.
Like to me, those are 2 very different kind of jobs.
Yeah.
And I feel like for me, the level he performed at in the Champions League run is much higher than the level he performed at for France.
I agree with you, but when you're still looking at it, there's a system there for France, but it's not as detailed. When you're looking at them, yes, defensively, quite structured, but when you're looking at them attacking wise, the likes of Pogba, the likes of Mbappe, in that run, they still.
Are you arguing against this point? I feel like you're supporting him.
Am I arguing against him? I'm saying in the World Cup, the likes of Pogba, the likes of Mbappe, for instance, they had to bring that individual brilliance more so than you do in the Champions League. So if you're looking at the
There's no
players,
individual brilliance in the Champions League.
there is a lot of individual
I
brilliance,
disagree.
but I feel like in international football, there's more.
Yeah, because international football's more open.
It's more open.
That's not true. I'm so sorry. That's just not
What do you think
true.
international football is more open than the Champions League,
No, it's not.
and you got to do more. You're looking at what Messi did for Argentina.
Continue, man. I'm just in disagreement with what you're saying.
Oh, well, the judges are having civil war.
They're on domestic.
But do you kind of see what I'm saying? Like,
What in terms? Sorry, what's the question that you're saying here?
I'm saying that international football takes more individual brilliance.
Nah, I think maybe there's more key moments in international games, but I don't feel like that requires more individual brilliance. I feel like if you look at Neymar versus Bayern Munich and that for PSG, like he had a consistent 90 minutes of just 10 out of 10. So I'll be discounting that performance for PSG because it's not in a World Cup final. Whereas, yeah.
First. All right, cool.
You
All
cook
right,
first,
cool,
bro.
yeah. So Audacity, I thought it was a fairly audacious statement. Credibility, I thought you brought good credibility to it. I thought you argued it well. I thought the initial 60 seconds was good. A little like kind of stutter in the middle, but it was genuinely good. In the questions, I thought you answered the questions well as well. Was strong. Again, just a little bit of, I don't know, maybe I played a part in that as well. Kind of the debate wasn't.
Listen, maybe.
The debate kind of went down a few rabbit holes, etc. But no, it was strong, man. 9. I'm gonna give it a 9. Like I was convinced.
So in terms of the ace, I don't believe the I personally don't believe the actual Rondo was that audacious. I thought you were quite passionate about it. You did believe what you said. You gave some good arguments, but I thought like the problem is you relied too much on the fact that you agreed with it. So you didn't actually give enough explanation. You were just like,
I don't agree with it, by the way.
oh, but the way you presented it it looked like
Delusion,
you did.
bro. It's the delusion.
Fair enough, but the explanation wasn't there. It was just like, for me, you were saying to me, isn't it clear to see, like, come on, the level of the Champions League is above without going into depth, giving me too many examples, so I'm just going to give you a 6.
I'll take that. That's better from you, so I'll take that. I'll take that.
I was quite nice, wasn't I?
Yeah,
I want
it's crazy.
I want things to be interesting. It's the final. I'll be
Match fixing.
Yeah, a little bit, small.
Shy.
It's my show.
Fairs.
7.5.
So thing.
Alright, we're back, man. We're back. Humble beginnings.
Khadar.
Yes, sir.
Cool.
And your Rondo for today is Khadar. Mourinho's Champions League win in 2004 is the greatest of all time.
Sorry, hold on. Mums, I was going to say that as my thing before.
You didn't. So
Fairs.
where do we go from here?
Cold first. You know they want Porto.
Yeah.
You know that. All right.
You
Cool.
didn't have to say that. You could have
Bro,
said that.
Oh, first.
He knows
forget.
everything as well.
No, but he
I
knows
know,
everything. He's not Trey. That was a huge.
And your time starts.
Jose Mourinho, of course, it's a great Champions League win to take the Porto team from where it was before he arrived. I believe they weren't really in contention for the title. Then they went on to win the league, I believe, in the UEFA Cup in 2002-03. And then in 03-04, obviously, they won the league and Champions League double. I don't think they won the treble that year. They beat Manchester United in the road to that knockout to the final.
Bro, weren't you like 6 at the time? Like,
Bro, I watch YouTube
No
a lot.
interruptions. Yeah.
So they went to the damn, bro, you threw me off.
sorry.
They went to the Champions League. Obviously, beat Manchester United, so Alex Ferguson's great team. They were in a rebuild, to be fair, coming off of the 99 treble winning team, but still you have players like Ronaldo, Van Nistelrooy, Rooney, Ferdinand, all of these great players.
Yep.
Carlisle, I don't know who they played in the semi-final, but obviously they beat Monaco. Monaco did well to get there, obviously, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't believe that shit.
What's wrong with you,
Why
bro?
do you
Bro,
keep
you lost
doing
me.
this?
Why do you keep doing?
Bro,
Bro, you're doing well. You should have said that's it. They did well, like solid team.
I'm cool, bro.
Nice, bro. He's got the knowledge, but he doesn't have the mentality. Arsenal.
yeah, 100%.
Arsenal.
First pass free. What's your question?
Oh my
Fucking hell.
God has killed me. This guy's actually jokes, you know.
So, can I just get the word in for the original question that you said?
The wording is Mourinho's Champions League win in 2004 is the greatest of all time.
Cool. So, I don't feel like you really said, like, why... you didn't really say
He
it.
just said anything. He went across their record, and I was like, yeah, you're cooking, and then no point.
That was, yeah, like, I don't really have a point to
What's
combat
your-
what you
what's
said.
your
You didn't say
What's your
anything.
question?
I don't have, like, he didn't say anything. I don't
All right,
actually have a
we'll
question
come
for
in.
him.
No problem. All right, so
Try.
tell me why it's the greatest. Like you went
just
over
had a
their
minute to
record.
do that, and he didn't do
You
it,
said the United game, which is a
Yeah.
good point, but like across it, like what about it makes it so great?
First Portuguese team to win European Cup / Champions League since the Benfica teams of the 60s, I believe.
So they're not the first
Also
team.
won it as well, so that's incorrect.
Say wallahi.
Yeah.
Chai. They got 2.
Paul won it before that.
What? Oh, fairs. Okay.
Bro,
yeah.
okay, fair enough.
They don't win it often.
Yeah, they don't win it often.
But what else? Don't just fling a stat. Give me
Yeah,
some.
you crumbled, man. You
You know,
crumbled.
it's
You crumbled.
point evidence
crumbled.
explanation.
Point
Where's the
evidence
explanation?
explanation.
Where's the
Long time since I
explanation?
was in secondary school.
I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
Given they played Deportivo in semi-finals and Monaco in the final, can it really be considered the greatest Champions League run?
Yeah,
That's a
because
good
you face who you come up against. If they beat whoever they beat in their run into the semi-finals and the final, you gotta beat them at the end of the day.
Of course.
So who you play, who's in front of you have to beat them. So it can still be classed as the greatest Champions League run of all time, despite not facing the biggest names in the competition's history.
But that scores it down then, no? Because there's always a red flag about that.
You what, mate? I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Just allow me.
Oh, you start. Yeah, you
Yeah.
start.
So in terms of the ace criteria, again, you've crumbled, bro.
Yeah, facts.
And this time you've done it a bit earlier. Inside your actual minute, you crumbled. I don't know what's going on today. Like, the point of this round is, even if we give you a Rondo that you don't necessarily agree with, you just have to fight for
Straight
it.
delusion, bro.
Bro,
Literally, and you
2004's a bit.
just gave
Over
up.
time.
Doesn't ignorance is bliss sometimes. Like,
I
just
hear
be
it.
ignorant and just
Shy.
talk your shit. But based on that, I feel like you brought it back towards the end when I asked you another question. You kind of cleared up again. But so I'm going to give you a 3.
First.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, I feel like, you know what, you brought it back a bit in the explanation, but in the actual in the actual like original, sorry, not in the explanation, sorry, when you were getting the questions, but in the actual original explanation of your point, you crumbled. Again, I'm just repeating basically what Marcus said, but it's just you got I think because I'm a big believer in, you know, being strong on your point, almost being deluded at times. I was just saying, to see that weakness, I'm like, oh, come on, man.
Fix the TV.
Come on, man. Yeah, just fix the TV, guys. Yeah. So I think, yeah, because of that, I was just like, oh, come on, man. I feel like it was there as well. I feel like the only real good point you made about it was the Man United point, which I fully bought in, and you gave some good evidence towards that. But I felt like you could have just done more about the fact that he won a Champions League with Porto. You know?
Facts, the biggest underdogs. Like, come on.
Yeah, like it's Porto. Like you could have said like across other years, who's won it with, like, you know, like, it's always
kind of
the bigger
teams,
clubs,
yeah.
really.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a 2.
Fairs. I've let him back into the game.
Yes,
Back, bro.
just like I wanted it to be.
Back.
Fairs, man.
Let's cook, man.
It's great entertainment, great content.
Oh,
Dictations.
dictations.
For the content.
It's for the content, man. I had to do that. That's a damn lie.
Second round.
So Trey, his take was, say it.
His take was, winning the Champions League is a better achievement than winning the World Cup.
He scored a 9 from myself, and he scored a 6 from Marcus with an average of 7.5. And then Khadar, his take was,
Mourinho's Champions League win in 2004 is the greatest of all time.
and he crumbled in magnificent fashion.
Magnificent. That was
In fashion that we
spectacular.
did not associate with Rondo cast members.
No.
Facts.
So
Facts.
he scored a 3 from Marcus, and me being, you know, the Rondo, you know, CEO and someone who just does not see such things there, I give him a 2. So he scored a 2.5
Fair
overall.
enough.
But you gave him a 3.
So Trey wins the second round in quite dominant fashion. Khadar won the first round in quite dominant fashion. So it is all to play for in the final round.
Let's go, boys.
Conquer
Let's go.
the Rondo. Conquer the Rondo. In this round, it's all put on the line. The final round of the Rondo Show. Contestants go head-to-head in the quiz to decide on the winner, but of course there are some twists. They are asked 10 questions. We start with 2 word association questions, dubbed 2 touch and 1 touch. In the 2 touch round, contestants will compete in football word association, having 5 seconds to deliver their answer. In the 1 touch, contestants will only have 3 seconds to deliver their answer. Contestants will then be given a buzzer and go into typical head-to-head questions. However, there are still more twists. Contestants can be asked difficult split questions, where it may be in their interest to work together, as if neither succeed in answering the question in 30 seconds, they will both be docked 2 points should they proceed to the next round. Contestants can also be asked special nutmeg questions. These ones are a real stitch up. The question will be about one of the contestants' teams, and if they allow their rival contestant to get it, they will be docked 5 points. Because why are you letting another man know about your team? At the end of all the 10 questions, the round is complete. Scores will be tallied and the winner for the overall fixture will be announced.
Our 2 touch for today is Liverpool's 1920 Champions League winning squad. So the whole squad. The whole squad. Yeah.
Okay, first.
So
Not too bad.
your time starts.
Wait,
Now.
who's going first?
Okay, Khadar goes
I'll
first.
go first there. Virgil van Dijk,
Allison.
Mo Salah,
Trent.
Mane,
Robertson.
Hendo,
Gomez.
Wijnaldum,
Milner.
Ryan Brewster.
Henderson.
Yeah, get him out
He
of
said
here.
Henderson.
Oh!
Get him out of here.
Khadar locks in on this quiz
Yeah.
round. I can't lie.
He looks
He
it.
locks
Bro, I had
in,
a bad
cuz.
performance. I have to show them that I still got
Let me write it
takers.
down,
I
yeah.
was trying to go through the team, innit? I didn't even clock you said Henderson.
I was just thinking who was on the bench. The last one I had from the bench was
Cool.
Dan
One
Sturridge.
touch. What's the 1 touch?
Our 1 touch. Our 1 touch today is teams that qualify for the Champions League this season.
Real Madrid,
Barcelona.
Bayern Munich,
Man City.
Manchester United,
Newcastle.
Arsenal.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Liverpool.
Borussia Dortmund. Whoa.
Liverpool's wrong.
Yeah.
Liverpool's wrong.
Liverpool's wrong. Hey, Trick,
You
how
know,
long?
he, you know he puts you under pressure. He's going quick.
How long?
Like, because he says it quick, it makes me want to say it quick back. I've not even thought of
Never see
anything.
Bayern Munich. None of it was. Go to other leagues, bro.
I was trying to go through, like, I was going to do, like, Prem.
Yeah.
Trey, you're coming under the pressure, my bro.
Yeah, it's crazy.
All right, going into the questions.
Okay.
Can we get our buzzers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
Question 1. Who is the highest scorer in Champions League history?
Ronaldo.
Correct.
Nice.
Our question number 2 is, which former winners were initially excluded from the 2008-9 tournament?
Former winners. Oh. Chai. Steaua Bucharest.
Incorrect.
I don't know. I just had a random team from like Eastern Europe. They might have got
They,
dots for
they
like
have
Civil
won the
War or
Champions League
something.
before this. So.
Yeah, of course
I
they
don't
have,
know.
fam. What's the question again, please?
Which former winners were initially excluded from the 2008-9 tournament?
Initially.
It would have been it's a good split, to be fair, 'cause it's hard.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to start. 10, 9,
Was excluded.
8,
It's got to be a match fixing, fam. That's an Italian thing. So I'm going to say...
6, 5,
I want to say Milan, but it can't be.
8.
Juve. I don't even
Oh,
know.
Juve.
Porto.
Oh,
Question number 3. What was the score in this season's group stage game between Newcastle and PSG at St. James?
2-1.
Incorrect.
4-1.
Correct.
I was thinking they whooped them, but I forgot what the score was.
Yeah, nice.
That's actually crazy. You
I
know?
threw a number out there. Fam.
Just going to put the score down. Score registered.
Okay, we have 2 nutmegs today.
2 nutmegs. Oh, I like it. I like it.
One
Hard.
after, one after the other, yeah?
Fairs.
Okay.
True final.
When Chelsea won the 2012 Champions League final, it prevented which fourth-place Premier League team from qualifying in the following year?
Tottenham.
Correct! And he's got no nutmeg. Free your legs, son.
-5. But bang.
I forgot about
Minus 5 is
Bang.
thank you,
minus
fam.
5.
Hey, my bro, man. Trey, you're struggling, bro.
Aye.
You're struggling, man.
I'm telling you, I'm never coming back when he says it. You'll never see my face again.
He is dicing you up, bro. He is dicing you.
Nutmeg number 2, and I'm so sorry, it's for Trey again. It's live. Question number 6. Number 5,
That's so
sorry.
peak.
2 nutmegs on him is harsh, bro.
Nah.
In which city did Manchester United beat Chelsea on penalties in the 2008 Champions League?
It's Porto, no?
Incorrect. It is Moscow.
Fairs.
You're going to give it to him. Oh, yeah, it's kind of gone. I
Yeah.
feel like you got to get it, innit? The nutmeg.
Yeah.
Yeah, first. All right, cool.
Question number 6. What are the most goals scored by a team in the Champions League season? Most goals scored by a team in the Champions League season.
Yeesh.
I don't know. It's 60.
Incorrect. I'm going to give the closest answer.
That
But
feels like too many. I'm going to say 37.
correct. You are the closest answer.
What was
Oh,
it?
45.
Fairs. I don't know why I said 60. I was just.
Cool.
60 is a lot.
It
Last
is a
2
lot,
questions. Trey, I've tallied yours down.
Oh,
Tallied your score down.
Question number 7.
He's not making up a lot, even though you got -5. But
Real Madrid have the most goals out of any club in Champions League history. Which club is second?
I was saying, I can't lie.
Fairs. You're honest, man. You know, you're a good man.
trying to give himself time.
I'm going to say Barca.
Incorrect.
Then I know.
Bro, I thought it was Barcelona. You know. Bayern Munich?
Correct!
Fairs.
It's one of the 2.
Yeah.
There's always going to be one of the 2.
Yeah,
Those are the
yeah.
big European giants
Yeah.
behind them, innit?
Question number 8.
The TV Trey keeps on putting his
Bro, like my head,
shit,
I'm
bro.
under so much pressure. I'm just moving my head. I don't even know.
Moving his head back. Yeah.
What is the most goals scored in a single Champions League season by a player?
Can I get points if I say the player?
No, you got to say the amount.
Like, I think it's Ronaldo with 70.
Correct!
Cold.
Come on, we're back.
Cold.
And that is all for today.
Give me like 2 more of them.
Trey, you were starting to cook back.
Bro, I'm here,
I'm
man.
not going to lie, that nutmeg has held you back. Let me do the tallying up. Okay, round 3.
Like, see how there's no
So,
Arsenal
you know,
questions
it
for
was
Champions
a...
League stuff. Remember that. Someone said.
Round 3, conquer the Rondo round. It was a round with twists and turns. Honestly, fairly even in terms of actually answering the questions. Khadar, of course, putting a lot of, doing well, putting a lot of pressure on Trey. But I feel like the deciding factor was the fact that Khadar got the nutmeg on Trey, which meant that he had to hold a -5. So the overall scores
-5
are
is a lot, though.
is a 4 to Khadar and a -2 to Trey.
That's not that bad, you know.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
got 3 right.
You got 3 right. It would have been
-5.
Would have been 4 to 3.
Yeah.
It
I'll
would have
take
been 4
that.
to 3,
I'll take
which would have been mad close. But yeah, obviously the -5.
Well played, man. Well played, man.
It wipes it
Well
out.
played, man.
So there you go.
that.
So
Beautiful
overall,
stuff,
let's
man.
tally up the scores.
Like, come link me on a 5-side picture. We'll see. That's all I've got left.
-2.
Wait, do you kick ball?
Yeah.
It's centre half though. Passion baller as well.
Fullback,
Yeah.
fullback. I'll
Oh,
move
you're
to fullback, yeah.
Yeah.
Fullback.
Right back.
What country you from?
Somalia.
Oh, you play like a Somali baller though.
Sometimes. It only
Sometimes
comes out,
it's
it only
killing
comes
me.
out instinctively. I can't preempt it and then do it.
Okay.
Instinctively, I might drop a shoulder on a man.
And the ball rolls as well, yeah.
Ball rolls. When I was younger, I stopped that now. I'm trying to be a bit more efficient with my game.
What's your playing style like?
British. British.
No, I'm dead.
Straight
Get in there,
Neville.
son. Get him. Get out of here.
I hear you.
Yeah, G-Nev, no overlapping. As soon as I hit the halfway line, I'll stop running.
That's crazy.
Tuck inside, but we're not even
Tuck inside.
I hear it.
All right, round 1. Khadar came with a good take. I can't remember it right now, but anyhow.
It was the Kane.
It was the Hurricane one.
Harry
Bottle
Kane
job,
one.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Fairly solid take. He scored a 6.5 on average. Trey came forward and got it wrong about Inter Milan and Barcelona, stating that they played in the final when they played in the semis. And he got a 1 on average for that round. Round 2, Trey fought back in good style.
Down the sword.
Defending, what did he defend again?
The World Cup versus
The World
Champions
Cup
League.
The World Cup
League,
versus
yeah.
Champions League. He scored a 9 from myself and a 6 from Marcus, scoring 7.5 overall. Khadar didn't do too well in the second round, kind of crumbling on the take that he was given about whether Porto's Champions League win was the best ever. And he scored a 3 and a 2 with a 2.5 overall. In round 3, as I said, Khadar did well, putting the pressure on Trey, but it was to and fro, with Khadar scoring 4 and Trey actually scoring 3. But Khadar dunked a nutmeg on his head, which meant a -5, which wiped Trey down to -2, and means that overall, Khadar wins with 13 to 6.5.
Yikes.
Quite a cleanup.
Yikes.
And Khadar is
Yikes.
the winner of the first series
Alhamdulillah.
of the Rondo Show. My guy, man.
And
Come
his
on,
first
man.
time as well.
And
You
his
got
first time on the show as well. Show him. What you saying?
Shout out the man them.
Show him, man.
Hey.
That's
You
it.
not say anything.
Alhamdulillah.
Yes.
Alhamdulillah.
Cheers. Alhamdulillah. Nah, big him up, man. Hallelujah. Alhamdulillah. All of it, man.
Everything, all of the
Big up.
above.
All of it. All of the gods, man. Throw them in there,
Diwali,
man.
whatever,
You know
bro.
what I'm saying? Yeah,
Everyone
man.
on-
Yeah, throw in Diwali as well, man. Come on, man.
That's what Jay
Nah, we love it, man. Thank you so much, man. There's more to come. We're gonna do it again next month. Yeah, man. We love you.
stuff.
You know, we love you, man. At the Rondo Media
In
Group,
2
man.
weeks,
Much
not
more to
next
come.
month.
Is it in 2 weeks?
For them, it's going to be 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, say nothing. Yeah, it's gonna be 2 weeks. Anyhow, man.
man, get us 100K
I'm getting
on Insta,
comfortable
man.
with the new format. 100 what?
100K on Insta.
Facts, man.
Oh, please.
Reach for the stars.
Please, man. We love you all, man. Catch you soon. Like, subscribe, and
Share.
Comment.
Comment,
Comments.
share.
Like,
Video.
everything.
I feel it's like, subscribe, share. Comment doesn't.
Might as well follow the mandem as well.
But anyway, man, you may as well do that too, man. Do it all.
Facts.